Hi guys, welcome again in Eng-Man YouTube channel. So still in PVTP about the compositional oil modeling. We are in the process of regression. Now we will proceed with the validation. Again, I'm going to do validation one step at a time. In this video, it will be, focused on the saturation pressure. All right. And as the error results of the primary regression run are satisfactory, we now need to validate the equation of state or the model against all available data to ensure that the model is representative of the fluid in the variety of scenarios. The procedure for the validation is to simulate the lab experiments in the same as when we previously quality checked the model prior to the primary regression. So basically, we just, open the result and let's see whether the matching is good, whether it is natural, and something like that. Okay, so we can do the validation by selecting the regression object. Okay, I'm going to click on OK here. So now, as per now, the fluid that we select is the pseudo properties. Okay, now I'm going to select as well, right click, the regression. So now on the calculation sheet, okay, we will have or we can review the result for the pseudo properties before the regression and also the regression or the fluid after the regression. But before that, we need to calculate first. So run the calculate objects, differential liberation. There are no valid pressures entered. Okay, so for the differential liberation here, again, we need to borrow the pressure from PVT sample. Differential liberation, let's borrow this value. Okay, differential liberation, this should be PSIA. Put them here. Okay, and calculate objects. Calculation completed. Okay, so now we will go through each of this computation. We will check the separator, phase envelope, or saturation pressure, CCE, as well as the deflip. But for this specific video, it's going to be for the phase envelope. So double click on this. We open the phase envelope. Okay, leave others as they were, okay, as they are. And let's go to results plot. Beautiful. Okay, once again, what do I mean by select? Okay, so the properties selected, you can see this green symbol, green tick. Pseudo properties are selected, regression are selected. And things that we select will be shown here. Pseudo properties, that's the first fluid that we select. And now regression. These are the names of this object. Of course, you can rename them to help you to understand that basically what we select is actually a fluid model. Okay, we are not selecting, we are not selecting a calculation. No, we are actually selecting a fluid model to be exact. Okay, so here I select the fluid model completed with the assumed pseudo properties. And the fluid model that exists or that is applicable during my regression. So I have two fluid models. I want to review them, or maybe you can say to compare them. All right. So you see, I have my lab data here and my two models there. The orange line is for the fluid or the fluid model during and after the regression, whereas the blue curve is before the regression. As we can see, the regression stream is now the new model, the new equation of state, and it reproduces the saturation pressures very, very well. at the reservoir temperature of 185. Okay, so we are satisfied with that. And let's see once again, the saturation pressure based on lab data is 2076 at temperature of 185. And maybe we can zoom in. Beautiful, right? Once again, the blue curve is before the regression, whereas the orange curve is after the regression. We can achieve this very good matching because we put saturation pressure on the high importance to be regressed on, to be matched on. Okay, so that's why now after modifying the BIC, the critical temperature, the critical pressure of the constituent pseudo components, we have a big degree of freedom there, and the PVTP will work on the computation, the regression, until we can achieve very good matching for the saturation pressure. This is our first objective. Okay, so we achieve very good achievement, okay, for the first objective, which is matching the saturation pressure. But we are not done. In the next video, we will validate the result, the regression result for the separator experiment. Okay, so until then, thank you so much.